Copyright disclaimer. Under Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. This is from Darth Zander. 8 years ago, he's going on his morning coffee run, and nothing like some good video of child trafficking. What I'm going to do here, or maybe they're not children, but yeah, they're still doing this, you guys. That's why they keep hiding everyone. These people, some people want to be there, but if people want to leave, they don't let them leave. And obviously the poor children get no choice. And that's child trafficking. Whether people are knowingly doing it or not, that's what it is.
Where's the org? How's expansion going? How's superpower going? The orgs are dying. It's not just they're lying to you about expansion.
Oh yes, that would be child trafficking. A lot of these people look very young. Whether they think they have free will or not, they don't.
Just on my morning coffee run. Line of Sea Org coming over from Superpower. Good morning, Sea Org. You guys should do some reading. This guy, like 12.
Did you see that little boy? Looks like a child to me. Ring-a-ding-a-dinga.
Miscavige is not a nice guy. He hurts people. You okay with supporting Miscavige's abuses? Your support makes Miscavige's abuse possible, man. I saw this guy yesterday. Still okay with Miscavige's abuses, sir?
I really like this guy's style. I'm going to go look at more of his videos.
You okay with supporting Miscavige's abuses, sir?
Sure.
Ladies, you're okay with
I would also... Sorry guys, I know I'm known for just interrupting all the time. I would say let's just get out of this mindset that it's all Miscavige. Because Miscavige cannot... He cannot be the only perpetrator of all these abuses. He needs his little minions and army. Just like what we're seeing going on with the aftermath that's completely crumbling. People need to be held accountable.
supporting Miscavige's abuses. Your support makes it possible. This lady again. Miss, you're still supporting Miscavige's abuses. Stats are crashing. Even the celebs are leaving. David Miscavige's father writing a book about how his son paid PIs to follow him. $10,000 a week to follow David.
That is just so sad to me. It's just so sad. And yes, we can't save everyone, but I really do wonder about some of these Scientologists. Like, do they go to their rooms and wonder privately about these things? Because we know that they're held captive. We know that they're followed and all that. But fortunately, that's getting much harder for them to do since there's so many people leaving now.
Miscavige's father, what do you guys make? $10,000 a week. Follow Miscavige's father.
Okay, guys. I apologize to keep interrupting. I'm definitely going to share the video in the description, trying to see if I can do something here. I don't know every one of these people personally, so I don't know what their character is. But I do feel bad for some of them. But we can't save everyone, that's for sure. I like how this guy does it.
Okay with Miss Scavage's abuses, ma'am? You still okay with Miss Scavage's abuses?
And there's a child right there. That poor little baby has no choice in being indoctrinated against her will, because she's never given the opportunity to make a choice for herself. In fact, this video was recorded a few years ago. Chances are she's in those small little rooms, locked up, auditing people right now. And nobody's doing anything about it. Nobody's protecting her. And you never know. She could be one of these little girls that are being abused. We don't know. This is going to probably sound crazy, guys, but I want to see if I can catch more faces. And I may rewind it, so bear with me, please. That girl right there with her hair back and the glasses, she looks very young. So does this gal on the right here. Not only do they look young, they look underweight to me. Department of Justice, Department of Justice, Department of Justice, Department of Justice. Look at that one right there with the dark brown hair. Very young. So I guess if you just decide to call yourself a religion, then even though you're indoctrinating your children against their will, not feeding them enough, allowing some of them to be SA'd or physically abused, or perhaps you are the one doing the abuse as a parent. As long as you call yourself a religion, that's just fine and dandy. Sorry guys, this is going to sound kind of demonic, which I suppose it is. Imagine these young people never get an opportunity to go to school and socialize normally the way other children do. They're not allowed, as Mike Brown 101 has explained, they are not allowed to have their own choices as to what they would like to do with their future. You can go and watch Liz Gale. She talks about her brother. Right now his name escapes me, but he was a genius. He literally was like a real genius, and he ended his life because he felt trapped. They wouldn't allow him. I believe he was smart enough to go to Harvard. Like, he was just, and they wouldn't allow him to do what he wanted to do. And I personally believe this happens a lot more than we ever see, because a lot of it's covered up. And if anything, we have to care about these children. And I got a lot of mixed feelings about the parents, but I don't know how it's all going to work, but these children deserve a fair chance. And right now they're not getting any kind of chance to make their own decisions. And dividing families up, disconnecting, is repugnant, it is demonic, and it needs to stop. Look at that young lady. Wow, look at her face. That truly, to me, is absolutely heartbreaking. Young lady, she should be out enjoying her life, going to parties, studying various subjects like science and art, and expanding her mind, having fun with her friends, going to the beach. No, she's not doing that. She's in a false constructed religion that does not allow her any type of free will or free choice. And she's basically an indentured servant or forced labor, however you want to list it. But that poor baby girl, that's not the face of a happy child. And I really would wonder, where are her parents? I really don't want to hear excuses anymore.
You guys deserve to earn away for all the crap you deal with.
There we go, more children. More children. Does that young man look happy to you? Tell me that's not heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. They're not even allowed to engage in any conversation with people that are not Scientologists. And the reason for that is they don't want the programming to break. Because the minute the programming breaks down, then the house cards falls. There's another young lady. This really, I have to say, I don't have children myself, but it is truly heartbreaking to see this. Does that young lady look happy to you? She's scared to make eye contact. Her face looks very sad to me because she's trapped. And as badly as she would like to have some freedom, she's not allowed that. And she's already been conditioned to know that ain't nobody coming to help her. Because if, and this is allegedly, if a lady like her, a young lady like her, gets SA'd, she's told it was her fault, she pulled it in, she's out 2D, and she gets punished for it. Not only that, all the cronies, that's why I say I don't feel bad for everyone, they go ahead and cover it up because they say they don't want Scientology's reputation tarnished. Well, I would say it's too late for that. I don't know whom that lady is in the back, but she kind of seems like a concerned person. I'm not sure. Sorry that his voice sounds demonic, but I felt like if I slow this down, we can see their faces better. Child labor, child trafficking right in front of everyone. But if they call it a religion, I guess that's okay, huh? It's okay to essay children. It's okay to physically beat the living crap out of them. And there's another video by that demon, Wally Hanks. I had shared it once. I can't watch the whole thing, but this poor young man, like 15 or 16, was getting the crap beaten out of him. Nobody was helping him. And this poor kid was just asking him, could you please show me the policy? The L. Ron Hubbard policy. I don't remember what it was about, but the child just wanted to know, why are you beating the crap out of me? And what policy shows that? Of course, there was none. And again, the adults are complicit in this. So I do have mixed feelings about this. I can feel a little bit of compassion, but the children are the most important. And if you allow anyone to snuff out any kind of parental responsibility or love that you should be giving, you have karma to pay for that. I love how he says that. There's help available to get out. I really love how he approaches people. Okay guys, I'm going to go back to normal speed.
You okay with supporting the scavenger's abuses, sir?
I speak Italian, sorry.
Lots of Italians here, huh?
Me personally, I think anytime anybody says miscavage's abuses, it just needs to be replaced with Scientology's abuses, OSA abuses, RTC abuses, management abuses, which, funnily enough, every time you turn around, Scientology hierarchy states that it's not an employer, but they sure are organized as if they are an employer.
You wanker!
Online courses.
You wanker!
Okay, that's not going to last. Inquiring minds want to know, so I'm going to slow it down again.
Draw your play.
Another young person, which is a minor, which is a minor, which is a minor. Another minor. All minors. It's really heartbreaking. And not to say that the young boys and teenagers they're not sexually abused, because they are. But from what I've been researching, to me it's seeming like 98% of these women, or minors, sorry, women too, but minors and girl children. Let's rephrase that. Girl children, teenage girls, all under 18, as well as women that are over 18. I would say 98 to 99% of them are SA'd, and nothing is done about it. Nothing. So the people that have covered that up, let them burn in hell. And again, this young lady right here to the right, such a pretty young lady, she looks sad. Nobody looks happy there. Not to mention all the sleep deprivation. Let me back that up. They all look miserable. They all look miserable. Oh, there was a gentleman I wanted. He didn't look like a gentleman. I was trying to get him. I don't know if I can find it again. That young lady, again, I've got it. Boy, does she look sad. Like her eyes. Look at her eyes. If you guys can't see the pain on that young lady's face, I don't know what to tell you. It's just so tragic. Her parents have failed her. The Scientology cult has failed her. She knows if she's abused, ain't nobody coming to help her. The government's not helping. Department of Justice is not helping. The Clearwater Police are not helping. Is it any wonder how many unaliving of these minors happens? Okay. I don't know if I can get that guy's face. Hold on, guys. I tried to get his face, but he gave me like a real creepy vibe. Yeah, okay, see, can you guys see him? To the right? I don't know, he gives me a creep vibe. Just saying. And then this, she looks like a full-grown woman. She doesn't look happy. The young lady to the left looks miserable. Nobody there looks happy. What is that stupid pamphlet they always hand out about being happy? You know, the propaganda happy crap. Why is it that everybody's handing out that booklet, but nobody looks happy? Yeah, that's good stuff he's sharing, but me personally at this point, I'm tired of hearing about Miscavige. Because all of this abuse does not just occur simply because of David Miscavige, which we know he's quite evil, but he's not the only one. All those young people. I never knew I was going to take this long on this video, but I just got into it. I hope I don't bore you guys. But I call myself Eyes to See for a reason, and I just find myself really being interested in the Scientology stories, and I want to make it very, very clear, very, very clear, that I know that all the men in Scientology are not committing essays. I know that. Chances are there are men in Scientology that are seeking their own justice for women in their family or daughters that have been essayed, you know, like the old street justice, because kind of looks like what other choice do they have, right? Because you know the Clearwater Police ain't going to help. We all know LAPD ain't going to help. So I just want to make that abundantly clear that I don't think every male Scientologist is doing that. Those young people should be either in school or doing homeschooling, safe and sound, I might add. And they also should be enjoying life. The adults should as well, but the adults, as difficult as they make it to leave, the adults, you know, there's ways to get out. They might be harassed, but children really don't have much choice at all. So anyways, I hope you guys found this educational, and I'm going to go do some positive things. I need a break from this. You guys have a good day. Peace.